I really enjoyed growing up there. I feel like people have a lot of horror stories about like growing up in the Midwest and being Asian American or in the South, and that's not to discount them. Like we definitely had, my mom owned a restaurant and had a regular customer who would come in and ask for like the dog.
What?
Every time.
Just
because like he thought it was funny.
Oh,
and like my mom had to like
tell
laugh.
you a similar story recently. So Combini, so my business in Scotland, we're launching a flagship in Edinburgh. Press media picked it up, and they posted on Facebook that we were opening, and then one of the comments was hide your cats.
Yeah.
So I replied and said meow.
Yeah, I mean it's like you can't.
What?
I don't know if I can curse. It's messed up, but
I can curse.
Yeah, I don't know. There's terrible people everywhere. Not saying it's okay, but anyways, there were definitely situations growing up in Kansas City.
Is that like in just ignorance, or is that just malicious racism? What is it?
I honestly think when it's small town people, a lot of the time they don't know that they're being offensive. When it's things like that, they honestly think they're making a joke or even creating like a connection of some sort. Maybe to I remember the guy's face. I feel like he thought my mom and him were like friendly, and he thought he was just like poking fun at my mom. And there's also another layer to it where it's like, my mom's not Korean American, she's Korean. She doesn't know actually what's considered offensive or not by like American definition terms, right? Like Oriental, yellow, there's obviously other words that are considered very offensive in English. Those are not words that like, that's something someone has to teach you, that's not okay to say. My mom didn't know that was like an offensive thing.
Right.
So, that being said, I don't know if my mom found it offensive. I found it very strange at like 12 years old hearing that, but it's like the same thing of kids being like, oh, are you from North or South Korea? It's like, well, you can't leave North Korea. But at the same time, it's like, they're kids. I don't blame any of those kids who like said that to me growing up. I'm sure I said a lot of crazy stuff as a child.
Yeah, they just don't know anything about it. I remember I did a homestay program for maybe a couple months in Canada when I was in primary school during I think summer holidays. They didn't even know where Korea was. They thought it was just a city in China.
Yeah.
But now we're on the map,
because of BTS.
But kidding. Yeah, that's different from dog or the cat stuff.
Yeah.
It's just different.